Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Today, something very, very different. Well, I say very different, it's just new, so it's different for me. Queens of the Stone Age, no one knows. You guys know, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be rock, but I don't know what era. I was trying to judge from the thumbnail, but I couldn't. The guy in the thumbnail, or girl, I don't even know, because, you know, it's not the best resolution. Which tells me that it's quite old, but it looked like the Karma Chameleon guy. If that's even a guy, I don't know. Who sings that song, Karma Chameleon? The guy in it, right? I don't know. I saw that when I was a kid. It reminds me of a parrot. The guy wore, like, a lot of colours. That's all I remember. Whatever. What a weird intro. That bit, that's tripping me out. That's tripping me out because that sounds very, very familiar. And then when the geezer's voice came in, definitely never heard him in my life. Judging by the look of him, you'd think that his voice was a lot more like gruff. Do you know what I mean? Does anybody else get that? He looks like he just looks like your base level Irishman, you know? If you're a wee character in Ireland, the default character is this. I don't know. That sounds familiar. But where would I have heard that? Peter, this pisses me off so much. People always say, like, oh, you'll have heard this from this particular film. I don't really watch films. I've been trying to a lot more recently. And you know, I got into Harry Potter. You know, watch the last couple of ones of them. R.I.P. Snape, obviously. But I've been trying to get back into films. But people are always saying, "Oh, you'll have heard it in this film." I won't have. Where else would I have heard this? Or does it just? Is this a very palatable tempo? It's quite a common one. Wait, that reminded me of parenting. That you can't do. Like, that you can do. This you can't. Like, that and this. Why is that and this? It's almost the same thing. Do you know what I mean? These and those. These and those is almost it's almost the same thing, but it means something entirely different. Do you know what I mean? One rule for me, another one for you. Do you know what I mean? Because I've literally just come upstairs from this. My kids at the minute are going through this thing where they want to do the same thing that me and the missus are doing. Do you know what I mean? They want to be doing the same things. They don't understand yet that it's that and this, these and those. It's apples and oranges. It's almost the same, but it's different. That just reminded me of that. I don't know why. But we get some rules to follow. That and this, these and those, no one knows. Like, the rules of life, rules of engagement. Just rules of society that you kind of have to learn as you go along. Like, nobody teaches you. Do you know what I mean? We're all 30 seconds in, though. We get these pills to swallow. Bang. How they stick in your throat. Tastes like gold, you know. What you do to is that in the background? Ugh. Geezer on the drums is killing it. Do you know what? Do you know what? This really, the tempo of it and the feel of it, like the composition of it, it feels very similar to Arctic Monkeys, which when I first started this whole like rock, new metal journey, I did tell people like the closest things that I've heard to like rock sort of genre, Queen, Arctic Monkeys, the 1975. Those were the three where I know for a fact they've used like live instrumentation. There's been no production on a DAW, you know. Digital audio work station shop whatever, but nothing's digitalized. It's all done in-house, you know. If you hear drums, there's been a geezer on the drums. Do you know what I mean? Arctic Monkeys, 1975. Queen, that's only because I'm out my grandma. Arctic Monkeys, I don't know how I got into them. I can't really remember. Maybe I'll have to ponder on that. But the 1975 I got into because of an ex, and then it was one of the first bands that I'd heard where I was like, I can actually listen to their music. But I realised that I was paying more attention to the backing instrumentation of it all because I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics. Because as soon as I paid attention to the 1975's lyrics, I was like, this is nothing. This doesn't mean anything. What have I been listening to? You know? Sometimes you have to take a step back. But initially, the sound of it, the soundscape, it got me. The same thing with Arctic Monkeys. It was the soundscape that got me. The composition of it, this feels very similar to it. Let me know if I'm gassed. Because this obviously came before... I say obviously, I don't know actually. By the way that the deer slapped the bloke. Is it a deer? That might be very ignorant of me. We only get deer here. We don't get stuff like elk. Moose. Meese? Moose. Mooses. Is it mooses or is it meese? I saw a moose. Was there just one? No, it was meese. There were meese. There were meese. There were mooses. There were moose. There were moose eye. Moose. Sounds so familiar, man. Deer's driving him now. What was that? That little ding. I like that. I like the little lip snarl. Where is it? Where is my sexuality? Where did it go? Where is it? Why? No, that guy, that geezer. Who is that? Why does he look familiar? The guy, the drummer. Why does he look familiar? Why would I know? Come on, let me pause it in the right place, please. Come on. Oh. Him. Where the fuck do we know him from, man? Foo Fighters. I was gonna say food fight. Foo Fighters. So many bands to remember. So many people. I remember the face. I don't remember the name. Forgive me. And it has been a few months since we last did Foo Fighters. I was literally about to call them Food Fight again. Imagine it was just a band called Food Fight. Brilliant. He's from the Foo Fighters, right? If he's not, and it's what's the other one? That Green Day. Is he? I think it. No, it's not Green. This is just as confusing as fucking Korean boy bands. And do you know how difficult that is to a Westerner? When you first look at Korean boy, you feel racist as fuck. You're like, any name, could be any of them. They all look the same. I'm not even joking. The first time you see them, they all look the same. It's exactly the same as these guys with the fringe and the long hair at the back, but the sides are shorter. How did the sides get short, but the back and the front got all that long, but the sides stayed short? It's got to be purposeful. All of these guys' hair grows like that. Oh, I just decided to pick up the guitar and drums, so naturally my hair started to grow like this. Lego Man just went in with one and went, match this. Give me it right now. Give me the Lego. All of them look exactly the same. He could be Green Dayer, or he could be a food fighter. Where else? 30 Seconds to Uranus. Who else? You know? I'm pretty sure he's from Foo Fighters, though. Pretty sure. That one. I got another confession to make. But he was singing that, right? It wasn't him. It was fucking Green Day. For God's sake. So annoying. That lip snarl. Pleasantly. Nobody edit that. Oh! Oi! Why is this so sick? They're the deer in headlights. What? None of this meant anything. What did any of this mean? What do you mean? Oh, picking myself a splitting headache. What did any of that mean? They ended up on the walls, so they were the hunted, you know? And I realise you're mine. Like when you're hunting something and then you get it, all these rules to follow, that and this, these and those. I realise you're mine. What I really liked is that the drums, please, for the love of God, somebody is definitely, I already trust the Patreon gang completely. You guys will have let me know who that drummer is. But I really like the fact that throughout that bit, I don't know whether it was 2 or 4 bars. I can't think of what to say and go back to the tempo of the song in my head. But I think it was either 2 or 4 bars. The drum pattern was completely different. You're mine. And then on the mime bit, the drums changed. I think it was 2 bars. And then for the other 2, the drum pattern changed. But obviously it brought that, I realise you're mine. It brought that through a lot more. I don't know, there was certain bits of this that were quite tense, but the instrumentation in it was very, very repetitive, very, what's the word that I'm looking for? But it was only like the bass line and the guitar that was quite repetitive. The rest of it, it didn't seem improvised, but it seemed like, I don't know, disjointed. There has to be a reason for it, because this sounded very palatable, even though there are certain elements of it that seemed very unorthodox. It still sounds very palatable to me personally. So I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. I definitely want to listen to this again, but I've been in a bit of a not a melancholy mood, but like, I don't know. I listened to a James Blake song earlier. It was the new one. I think it's called "It's the End," or "Feel Like It's the End," something like that. But it's the newest one on James Blake's channel as of today, which is, I believe, the 21st November. Is it 21st or 22nd of November today? Just check this non-existent Rolex watch. It's the beige face edition, not white and beige, the recent one. But I listened to that and it's got me in the mood for like a weird dramatic vibe. This was exactly what I needed. I don't know, man. Queen of the Stone Age. Yeah, man. No one knows. I still don't know. I still don't fully understand it. I might have to go through the lyrics, try and understand it a bit further. But I did like the overall feel of this. And it took me a minute. Won't lie. It took me a minute to get used to the front man. Took me a while to get used to his voice, because just from his face and his build, he looked a lot bigger than the rest. He looks like a farmer, like a man's man, you know. I didn't expect this, like, I didn't expect that. It's quite like eerie. But yeah, it was very good. I really enjoyed that. Queens of the Stone Age. They must be the queens then. Maybe they're all gay. I don't know. They did get very close to each other and one of them was half naked. No one knows. Deuces.